So like you said, the barbershop is a place, particularly in the African American culture and community, where honest conversation can be had. And so you've had personal conversations, group conversations, thousands of them over the years. Tell me what people in this community think, what they think about what's going on in the world, what they think about what's going on in Person County. What are the thoughts of your community?
Well, I guess the number one thing is the Donald Trump thing, how he's got everybody, riled up and they, riding the flags and it's really racial tensions. That's the main thing that people are talking about, along with the coronavirus, that's the main thing. And I guess in Person County, well, one thing, it's a lot of racism in Person County. And you don't see it until these campaigns, Trump, and you don't really see it until then you see, okay, but what I want in Person County is too much racism. There's racism everywhere. It's everywhere. But I just like to see, all this. And if we vote and get Trump out of there, I believe it'll be a better place. But right now, it's very race relations, and that's what a lot of the older ones, like I got the guy that was in here. Was you here? I just cut. Yeah, he about 90 years old. He said he ain't never seen it this bad. He ain't never seen it this bad. He talking about the politics, in the government and stuff, how things were, and how not Rodney King, but Floyd. Yeah, things like that going on, and he said that's one thing a lot of the older customers are talking about. It's look like back in the '60s almost. It ain't good. So I guess the best thing we can do is vote to get this president out of there and get things going a little bit better as far as the racial tensions, because keep going like it is, man. People talking about civil wars, but I don't think it's gonna get that. We won't see it in our lifetime, but it's creeping that way.
Mm-hmm. What about your kids? You have 2 kids at home. Your oldest son is grown and gone, but you got 2 kids at home. What do you want them to get out of their childhood here in Person County?
Well, really, a good education that's not, because it's in the schools too. Racism is in the schools too. A good quality education where they can go to a public school and not have to experience racism also. That's what I really want, And it's going on a lot in schools, and but they don't have a voice, So that's the main thing I would like for all the kids to have, go through, because I experienced it, and a lot of people have in school, but people don't talk about it that much because the kids don't have real voices. Go back to kids. This teacher did something to me, whatever. Nothing ever, evolves from it, It's always, the teacher's not gonna get in trouble 9 times out of 10. Yeah, so that's really what I want. And if that happens, I think the quality of education with our kids, it would be better, because I listen to them too. I got kids, and all they say, how's school today? Boring, just negative, I remember when I was in school, we didn't like it, all that, but at least, you get a chance to be with your friends, and, it was okay, but these kids, when I talk to them, like they just hate it. Just hate it. Most of them, not all of them, but a majority, And I try to talk to them, man. You got to learn. Everybody do it. They got to go. But and I think that's the main reason why these kids black kids is kind of get frustrated, because it's in the schools too. Trump supporters they up there too, So, but that's what I would like for all these kids to have, not to experience racism in schools.